Good morning, skiers and snowboarders. This is Mike Doble with Ski Southeast on your Saturday morning, December 19th. We're now just about 7 days away from Christmas. And man, it has just been phenomenal. It has been, I just don't know any other way to put it. I'm running out of adjectives these days. The views, the conditions could not be better. We're looking live right now at Wintergreen Ski Resort in Virginia. And I'm going to start off with Virginia today because so good to see Mother Nature showing them some love. We've had some natural snowfall. We've had a lot of snowmaking opportunities, and conditions are going to be really just sweet at the ski areas, all ski areas in the Southeastern Mid-Atlantic, but certainly here as I'm focusing right now on Virginia. This live shot from the slope side at Wintergreen shows you some nice conditions. I'm going to get to the snow report here in a moment, but I just want to kind of share some of the sweeter shots. Be sure to go over to skisoutheast.com, click on the First Tracks News. I actually picked up and I'll be sharing a lot more static images from earlier this morning. Man, have I been doing my job well last night as I drove over past Sugar Mountain and up towards Beech. I had a Christmas party to attend over that way, and the skies, I don't even know exactly how to describe it, except that it was its own atmosphere above Sugar Mountain and Beech Mountain as I was on 184, and literally there was a cloud hovering over both Sugar and Beech, and it was partially all the man-made snow that was going on with temperatures in the upper teens and around 20 degrees. Certainly it was that, but it was also almost a refrigeration effect that the mountains themselves was causing with all of the built-up snow base already, also natural snow. And literally you could tell where it was just you were in a snow globe if you were on those mountains yesterday evening. The skies around and above it was just this absolute lavender haze, absolutely beautiful. In fact, I should have stopped and caught a photograph. There was a beautiful crescent moon hanging in the sky right over all of these little snow globes. It was absolutely fantastic. And what I'm showing you right now, here at Wintergreen, is a little bit of what that snow globe was. I wish we had the lavender skies to go with it. But if you do go over to skisoutheast.com, click on the First Tracks, you'll actually see some image captures that I got from earlier this morning, like around Eagle's Nest, a few other areas where we were able to kind of show what was, some evidence of what I'm talking about there. And you can tell I'm almost at a loss for words. The other thing that you're going to note on the report today is that snowmaking is going on in earnest. We're seeing temperatures mostly in the low 20s, seeing a couple of temperatures in the teens, but mostly in the low 20s. A couple of them hovering a little bit in the upper 20s across the entire region. But everyone, all of the ski areas are getting in on the snowmaking act as we speak. So let's just go ahead and get you to the snow report. I might elaborate a little bit more as we kind of go along. But today you're going to see more trails open at more ski areas. Ski resorts, we've got great conditions heading into the Christmas to New Year's week. This is Bryce Resort. This will scan back here in a moment. They're open today with 5 slopes and trails, 3 lifts, a 30-inch base, groomed conditions. And I'm going to go ahead and say all of the ski areas last night made snow. Most are still making snow. You can see the groomers working here at Bryce Resort as we speak. Bryce picked up a trace of snow and 20 degrees first thing this morning. No night skiing quite yet, but they do have snow tubing and ice skating open there at Massanutten. I'm going to go ahead and tell you real quick, Homestead is not open yet today, but you can see they picked up another maybe roughly a half an inch to an inch of natural snow. And but no slopes and trails. They open up. They're planning on opening. Target date right now is Christmas Eve. They should be opening December 24th. But conditions will be right. You can tell they're making snow as we speak. So looking good there. Going back over to Massanutten real quick, just bombing the slopes with snow. We're going to get an update from Massanutten a little bit. I think they're going to have more trails open today. They're readying the mountain right now. So I'm going to say they're probably going to have 4 or 5 slopes and trails open. Last we saw they had 2 with a 24-inch base groomed. A trace of snow is, again, 23 degrees this morning. But we'll get you an update on that report maybe in about an hour. But you can tell here they're making a lot of snow across the entire mountain. That mountain should really open up. And I'm telling you, man, a lot of snowmaking conditions, a lot of snow globe conditions, pretty much everywhere you look right now across the entire southeast and mid-Atlantic. This is Massanutten's Tubing Hill that they're bombing right now with snowmaking. Should be able to get that opened up pretty quick as well. You can see whiteout conditions here at Wintergreen. If you're looking at the Blue Ridge Express cam, literally whiteout conditions. Kind of some of the evidence of that snow globe effect that I was talking to you about that I saw at Sugar and Beach yesterday evening. This is the view from the top of the Skyline camera, and it just literally looks whiteout. But Wintergreen is open today with 8 slopes and trails, 3 lifts, 20-inch base man-made, and some natural snowpack. Again, made snow, and 21 degrees there this morning. They're open today 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. There at Wintergreen. I'll show you one last shot here as you can see the ski patrol mountain ops getting things ready for what should be a fabulous Wednesday all the way across the board. I'll take you next over to Ober in the Smokies. You're seeing a shot here. You can see some clearing skies up there. Some blue skies already starting to kind of show through. The ski area itself is looking fantastic. They're going to be open with 5 slopes and trails today, 3 lifts, a 20 to 30-inch base, groomed conditions, 25 degrees there this morning, and they are open from 10 a.m. on Saturday until 8 p.m. Ice skating's open, snow tubing's open, but get this, I've been talking to you guys about how busy and how heavy the traffic has been at all of our mountain communities, and certainly the Great Smoky Mountains, and Gatlinburg is no exception. Mentioning this real quick, although snow tubing is open, they're actually sold out at Ober-Gatlinburg all the way through January the 3rd. So if you wanted to go snow tubing at Ober-Gatlinburg, you're out of luck unless you can find somebody that does a last minute cancellation, and they'll let you go tubing there. And I'll tell you, pretty much across the board, I would tell you walk-ups, ticket buying at all the ski areas this season might be limited. So that and it may be limited because of how busy it's going to be. So be sure if you do want to go skiing, think ahead. Try not to wait until the last moment, like we've become accustomed to over the last several years. Crowds are going to be big. Obviously, some COVID protocols in place, things like that. So pay attention. Try to go a little early. Look how pristine though that looks this morning at Ober-Gatlinburg. Man, that's going to be some sweet skiing and snowboarding there in the Great Smokies. You can see the tubing hill over to the left as they're getting that prepped and ready as well. So things are looking really good there. I guess while we're on the ski areas, individual states, we'll go ahead and take you to Deep Creek, Maryland, which you can see a beautiful snowy shot here. Wisp Resort picked up a foot of natural snowfall over the last week. That storm that you saw that dumped 30 and 40 inches of snow up in Pennsylvania and New York caught Wisp pretty heavy too. West Virginia, a lot of the ski areas had around 9 inches of snow. Wisp Resort picked up a foot of snow. They're open today with 13 slopes and trails, 5 lifts, an 18-inch average base, groomed conditions. Picked up another trace of snowfall over the last 24 hours. They have night skiing until 9 p.m. tonight. The tubing is open. The mountain coaster is open. They're pretty much ready for prime time. Again, 20 degrees there this morning. But that foot of snow got them up to 30 inches of snowfall on the season. And that right now kind of leads our region. Timberline, Snowshoe, and Canaan also all with 30 inches of snow. So Whisper's right there with those guys. And you can see how nice Upper squirrel cage looks here. Just fantastic conditions across the board. Next, I'll go ahead and take you guys through the ski areas in the beautiful Tar Heel State. This is Appalachian Ski Mountain, where they're operating today with 9 slopes and trails out of 12, 5 lifts in operation, a 30 to 50 inch base, groomed conditions. A trace of snowfall over the last 24 hours as we saw some flurries kind of on and off. They are open for night skiing, have all their terrain parks open, and 21 degrees there this morning. And Appalachian has been telling people all season long, you're going to have to do online reservations. They're required. And advanced ticket sales are a must. You have to actually buy. If you want to go skiing on Sunday, you need to buy your tickets today. I mean, it's just the way they're operating. And again, ticket sales may be limited. Ice skating, and the terrain parks are open as well. I mentioned some of the really beautiful shots that you can find over on skisoutheast.com. Some of those are shots that I picked up from Beech Mountain Resort, some gorgeous high elevation shots. You can see here the base of the mountain looks beautiful. Starting to get some blue skies coming through, and I'm seeing evidence of that here looking out my window here in beautiful Sleepy Hollow as well. But look at that shot right there. That is absolutely gorgeous. Skiers and snowboarders are already taking advantage of the great conditions. Beech Mountain, they're actually reporting 3 inches of new snowfall on their website. I think that was a typo. I think they picked that up over the last 24 hours before. But they did pick up another little additional bit of accumulation, not quite maybe an inch over the last 24 hours. That gets them, by the way, to 19 inches of snowfall so far on the season. They're open today with 11 of 17 slopes and trails, 6 lifts, a 28 to 46 inch groomed base, and they are open for night skiing. They have the terrain park open, and they want to let you know that all lifts are closing now at 9:45. That's a little bit of an adjustment. As you know, they're usually normal seasons open until 10 p.m. Tubing is open as well as ice skating. And I'll let this pan around one more time. Look at that gorgeous view looking down, Upper Shawnee Hog going down towards Robbins Run and Southern Star, all of that. Look how beautiful that looks here at about 8:21 a.m. this morning. Just absolutely gorgeous. I saw some good shots with Chris and the guys out at Cataloochee grooming the snow. And again, they were, same thing I was seeing evidence of at some of the other ski areas, a virtual snow globe happening at Cataloochee this morning. But there you can see the clouds and the skies kind of clearing. A lot of snowmaking still going on. The ski resorts are really taking advantage of this. I'll see if I can give you the lift camera. This lift camera is sometimes a little glitchy, but I'll leave it here and see what happens. Cataloochee's open today with 11 of 18 slopes and trails, 4 lifts, 30 to 44 inch packed powder base. They are open for night skiing as well, and they do have some terrain park features set up. 25 degrees there this morning, and Cataloochee's actually 10 inches of snowfall on the season, so they're doing well as well. I'm going to go ahead and kind of leave it here for a moment while I mention Sapphire Valley ski area is open with both slopes and trails. They do have their Frozen Falls tubing park open as well. They're open from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. for skiing and tubing today. So pretty sweet conditions there as well. I'll go ahead and take you over to the base of Sugar Mountain where they're open today. You can see they're still making snow at the bottom. They're open today with 11 of 21 slopes and trails, 4 lifts, a 30 to 65 inch base, man-made powder, frozen granular conditions. They are open for day and night sessions. Ice skating's open, tubing's open, 23 degrees there this morning. And we are seeing, we saw reports from all of the Kokoraj stations and everything else. Sugar's at about 15 inches of snowfall on the season, so great conditions there. Last, I guess, we'll take you over to Wolf Ridge, where we did get some reports last night that their webcam was down. I'm not sure what that was, but as you can tell, back up this morning. We'll get an update from Wolf a little bit later on, but I'm thinking that they might have another trail open. Right now, they're reporting 4 of 15 slopes and trails, a 16 to 34 inch groomed base. They are open for day and night sessions, and tubing is open over there as well. In fact, Wolf has already got more snow so far this season than they had all last season. You can tell Orville and Johnny Goins and those guys are out grooming the mountain right now, getting it ready for opening. But yeah, 14 inches of snowfall already on the season. That eclipses what they got in the entire 2019-2020 season. So Wolf Ridge and the guys over in western North Carolina are off to a great start, looking good here in December. And I'll tell you, kind of leave you guys in closing here real quick. We're actually seeing evidence of not only great snowmaking conditions and snowfall, but looks like the weather report going into the rest of this year, literally the rest of this month, the next 12, 14 days, is for cold and more snow. And I'll talk more about that now as we get finally here into the West Virginia ski areas, where it has just been a winter wonderland. Snowshoe actually put out some reports. I got some stuff from Sean and Heather Ransom and those guys. Look how beautiful that looks, by the way, at Canaan Valley this morning. And this nice wealth that they always build up right here. That's pretty sweet. When you walk up from the lodge towards these lifts that you see here, that's a pretty steep climb. But I'm telling you, man, it is absolutely just an amazing mountain to hit when it looks like this, when the conditions are like this. Canaan Valley is open today, by the way, with 9 slopes and trails, 2 lifts, a 15 to 30 inch base. Heard from Mark Moody this morning. Thanks, Mark, for the snow report sent over. They're offering groomed and packed powder conditions, a trace of new snowfall, and like we said, they're actually leading the entire region. If you want to get technical, Snowshoe, Canaan, Timberline, and Wisp all with 30 inches or slightly more. Canaan, I think, is reporting 30.5 inches on the season. But anyway, tubing's open, and they do have some natural cross-country skiing terrain open as well. Ice skating, snow tubing, everything's open. And if you've not been to Canaan Valley Resort, guys, I got to tell you, that ice skating rink, pretty sweet. I mean, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that place. The ambiance there at the lodge in the center there, just phenomenal. The dining options available there at Canaan Valley, just a fantastic resort. State park, and also the trails are phenomenal too. But beautiful place to visit if you haven't, and looking forward to being up there some more this winter. Snowshoe, in fact, before I kick over to Snowshoe, let me show you real quick the mid-station camera, which I've really grown fond of. Look at those long-range views this morning, and they've got the lifts already turning. That's going to be a cold, snowy ride up and down that mountain, but man, the conditions skiing back down are going to just be sweet. I don't know any other way to say it except they're just awesome. But anyway, I'll go ahead and kind of take you over to Silver Creek first, showing you that first, because Silver Creek now, that side of the mountain, is open. When I clicked onto the snow report this morning and checking things out with Snowshoe, saw where they're doing limited. They're already talking about being sold out for lift tickets on the main part of the mountain, and having limited ticket sales for a couple of days prior to Christmas, and then sold out again just after Christmas on the main portion of the mountain. And they're actually advising people, if you want to ski during that holiday period, you need to go online, get advanced ticket sales, and you're going to be skiing over on the Silver Creek side. So again, that's how busy it is right now, and that's also some of the limitations that we're seeing this season with COVID and everything else going on. But in addition to Silver Creek, Snowshoe also has announced that the entire Cup run is open, upper and lower Cup, as well as Upper Shays. So Upper Shays Revenge, that Western Territory, is now open for skiing and snowboarding. And I'll tell you, my favorite trail, I can't wait to get over to Salamander and test that one out at Timberline. But my favorite run, probably for all the ski areas in the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic, me personally, is I love to hit Upper Shays down to Lower Cup. It's just a fantastic run, and that is open for you guys. If you're like-minded, that is open for you guys there at Snowshoe today. But Snowshoe's open today with 27 of 61 trails, 9 lifts, 45-inch average base, groomed conditions. They are open for night skiing. They've got their terrain parks open. The Coca-Cola tubing park is also open, playing on 140 acres. And again, Olive Cup and Upper Shays is open today. So, man, look at the pristine conditions that if you're lucky enough to be there at Snowshoe today. So pretty sweet. I'll show you one quick last shot here of Shavers, looking out from the Shaver Center, and then give you that nice, beautiful Snowshoe Village shot. I will be right here in this room upcoming Christmas. So if you're there during that Christmas week, look us up. Should be great. But look how great the village looks as well. I'm going to take you over to Timberline, where we can see the perfect ownership crew has got the mountain being groomed as we speak. Saw more evidence of that. And you can tell also that same snow globe effect that I was talking earlier is in evidence here at Timberline Mountain as well. But Timberline's open today with 10 slopes and trails, 5 to 15-inch base. And I'm going to tell you, I think they probably got a bit more base than that. I'm not extraordinarily fond of their snow report right now. I hope they're going to tweak that a little bit to make it a little bit more available to people like us, where we can see kind of everything a little bit more accurately. But anyway, 5 to 15-inch reported right now, groomed base. They picked up another 0.9, so not quite an inch of snow over the last 24 hours or so. 25 degrees there this morning, and according to David Lesher's mountain weather reporting, that Timberline and Canaan both coming in at 30.5 inches of snow on the season. So looking great there at Timberline. And man, I know all of the people who, again, have been waiting for that mountain to come alive, waiting for great change for so many years and being so frustrated with the previous ownership and management, have just got to be loving life right now. Timberline is looking good, and Mother Nature's cooperating. Got to be great for Chip Perfect and Jonathan Davis and all their crew who invested so much money in the off season. Both of those brand new lifts, all the snowmaking equipment, brand new groomers, additions and renovations to all the lodge buildings and everything else, new coat of paint here and there. They've just been working really hard, and man, they're being rewarded. The conditions so far in this 2020-2021 season couldn't be a whole lot better. And so Timberline's looking good again. 10 slopes and trails, 2 lifts, 5 to 15-inch base, groomed, and 25 degrees there. Should be cold. Here you go. You see 2 groomers out on the mountain right now, which is something that you just didn't see over the last several years. So pretty phenomenal. Good on those guys. Glad for them as well. Going to go over to Winter Place and hit Winter Place last, but certainly not least. Terry Pfeiffer, Tom Wagner, all those guys, man, they work hard there, as hard as all of the mountain ops people across the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic, and they too are being rewarded. Already picked up some good snowfall on the season, lots of snowmaking going on, and they are now open today from 8:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. They have 15 slopes and trails open, 6 lifts, 28 to 48-inch packed powder and groomed base. And tubing is open today as well. So Winter Place is looking great. And if you've not been to Winter Place, again, I tell you guys, right off the interstate, can't get much more convenient. If you're coming up from Charlotte, pretty much all points south, man, you hit 77, they're right off the highway there. In Gent, West Virginia, right off, maybe a mile and a half off of the interstate. So can't get a whole lot more convenient if you want to go skiing and get a quick fix for some, runs down the mountain. So look at the kids running. There was our last shot here. We'll show you. But that's the snow report here for today, Saturday, December 19th. Got to tell you, man, things are looking phenomenal weather-wise across the entire region. I know for yours truly, I'm going to be up around West Virginia skiing at Canaan, Timberline, Snowshoe. I'm going to try to get a run or two in at Winter Place and do the entire quadruple ski areas there in the state of West Virginia. Looking forward to trying that feat. But man, conditions could not be better. The weather report and for the next week and a half, 2 weeks looks phenomenal. I was looking at really across the board right now, but we're looking for chances of snow Monday here in the high country and all the way up into West Virginia. Chances of snow Monday and Tuesday, AM showers on Tuesday morning. Looking for temperatures Christmas Day in the teens and 20s. And there's a lot of good chances for a white Christmas. Everybody's talking about right now with snow showers all the way across the board to the high country area of western North Carolina going into West Virginia and Maryland. And then we should see some cold and partly cloudy sunny skies, but cold temperatures, highs in the 20s, upper 20s, lows in the teens and low 20s going into next weekend. That's the Christmas weekend. And then that Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, we're seeing like every single day an opportunity of snow showers hitting us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then next Saturday beyond that. So man, what a great thing. I mean, we've seen a lot of years over the last several years where Christmas to New Year's, that whole entire week was just iffy and sketchy, and we didn't know if we were going to have slopes open and how many slopes would be open. And that important week can generate as much as 35% of the skier visits that take place on all of our ski mountains in the Southeastern Mid-Atlantic. And this particular version, 2020-2021 season for Christmas to New Year's, is just going to be about as good as it gets. So as dark and as crazy and as weird as 2020 has been for the ski areas, Christmas to New Year's, and really so far all of December could not have been much better. So if we can take some silver lining out of the 2020 craziness in year, as far as the ski areas here in the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic, couldn't look a whole lot better. So again, I will tell you guys, leave you with this last. I know I've been on here now for about a half an hour, but if you guys are interested in skiing and snowboarding, plan ahead. Don't wait till that last minute, because it's not going to be easy. So as far as getting accommodations and availability to get on the slopes. So that's it for your Saturday, December 19th. Enjoy your weekend if you're out and about. If you have a chance, some of us from the Ski Southeast team are going to be skiing up at Beech on Monday morning. So if you have an opportunity, come join us. We'll be up there. We're going to be trying to do a little video and some photo ops. So if you have a chance, come up and join us. Outside of that, have a phenomenal weekend. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. Hope you have an awesome weekend and a great day.